Hey guys, what's happening? I'm finally on the road, man. I've been stuck here. There's been a couple of low pressures circling around. So it's still kind of up to the north and pulling some moisture through, but you know what? I've been waiting now for over a week. So I'm on the road. Today I'm doing the first part of this trip and I'm on my way over to, hold on one second. Yeah, so there's a truck loading up here. So so I'm on my way to Don Salvador, and I've got a 2-hour ride to Toledo and then a 2-hour ride to the ferry, and then I've got, or 2-hour ferry ride, and then it looks like a 30-minute ride to the hotel. I'm really excited about the place I'm staying at. I'll show you guys. So here's the bike real quick. I got the bike all loaded up. I can show you a picture of the bike. Here's Wilson all loaded and ready to go. Actually, I did add my bag there just because I'm bringing some groceries and stuff like that, coffee and oatmeal and things like that, so I can try to eat a little bit healthy on the road. Yep, bike is all loaded and ready to go. So on my way to the ferry now, and we'll pick up in a little bit. Still up on the Transcentral Highway, I don't know, maybe a half hour up the road. And so this is kind of what you can see on this road and a lot of these roads, and especially these really steep mountain roads. So it's paved mostly, right? But you can see this section right here, it's not. And so yeah, just something to deal with that you're gonna see on some of these roads. And you know, this wouldn't be a good thing to hit when it's raining. It's gonna be muddy and slippery and all that. Yeah, just as a heads up as you're riding around here. Now I would say the Transcentral Highway road, so you know, it is your only way to kind of get east to west out of Cebu. You know, you can head a little bit further south and kind of head across the island too, or you can head up north a little bit there and cross. But mostly you're going to be heading south to kind of probably go to Oslab or Mole Bowl or any of that stuff. But like for Mole Bowl, you'd cross further south. But just as a heads up, if you're looking to take this route, know that you know, there are sections that are washed out. Now that's been washed out the whole time that I've been here. So the whole 2 years that I've lived here, that's been washed out. I'm suspecting Odette actually may have washed that out. So, you know, still working on that road. But yeah, man, just kind of enjoying it, man. Really just loving it. The weather's not the greatest. Actually, well, it's just not sunny, which, you know, it's actually kind of nice too. I'm not so hot. So it's super comfortable, but I'm loving it, man. Just out cruising around in the Philippines. I still have, it looks like, let's see here. It looks like an hour and 20 minutes to get there. So, yeah, just enjoying it. There's another section here I want to film too. It's just so steep, incredibly steep. You know, something that a new rider, you know, you'd be fine. The problem is even if you're an experienced rider and you get over here and you rent a scooter, you're not familiar with the scooter, you know. So, you know, just invite you to be mindful of this road if you're going to ride it, because it's a beast. It's a beast. And on the weekends, you get a lot of guys up here riding on, fast bikes, screaming up here. So right now it's actually really quiet. I'm surprised there's really, no traffic. So relatively mild traffic today, but yeah, just gorgeous scenes all throughout here. Yeah, beautiful. I'll get the drone up too, and hopefully fly it around. It's a little bit windy. Like I was saying earlier, a couple of tropical depressions all around. So I've been waiting to get out of town now for over a week. So I'm really glad to get on the road, man. Get tooling around. You know, one of the things I was thinking about as I was been riding around, I've got that Honda ADV 160 too, right? I got on that. And, one of the things that I've noticed about that bike, I've done a lot of videos with that, is that, this kind of situation right here, this is where that bike struggles. You don't necessarily have the power to pass on that Honda ADV 160. So it's something I was kind of thinking about. I wanted to mention as I was kind of riding up here and, been experimenting with both bikes. I would, if you guys are used to riding motorcycles and you like riding motorcycles, when you move here, I would get a motorcycle. being a guy who's owned both now. And granted, you know what, my experience is pretty limited on the ADV 160, but just, you don't have that right there. And that, you know what you could do though, that I think some guys are doing, they're modifying some of the drive shaft with maybe lighter weight, more high performance internals, and that might be something. But right away when I'm riding both bikes, while the ADV is a great little round the town kind of machine and that, and super comfortable, like these bigger trips, these longer touring trips, I mean, this is just so much more comfortable in the way. Well, not even comfort. It's just because the ADV is comfortable, but that kind of stuff where you got the passing power to get around stuff, as well as better suspension. I can get through that terrain there, no problem. And you can on the ADV too. It's just you're moving slower. So, anyways, I'm going to cut it off right here, but I'm going to pick it up in just a minute when we get to some of that really steep stuff. So be right back. We got some steep sections up here coming up, man. It's just coming up ahead. But oh my gosh, it is so freaking cool up here. I don't think, yeah, my watch says 86, but I know that's not right, man. It is in the 70s for sure. Super cool up here. Oh, it feels great. Right at the top of the Transcentral Highway. Looking down from here, you can see the shipyard down in Balambon. Yeah, just really cool up here. I mean, it's cold up here. I'm saying it's got to be in the upper 70s, but coming up on this steep section here, really good riding here in the Philippines. I absolutely love the motorcycle riding here. Not only do you have really great riding, you've got great roads, really good conditions for riding, but you've also got a motorcycle-friendly culture. You got people, a whole culture here that is open and friendly towards motorcyclists versus the West. It really is not. Yeah, I'm zipping up my coat, man. It's a little cool. Cooling down a little bit. Yeah, getting near a steep. I hope the grade on the GPS is working to show you guys the grade, because it's just, some of the steepest roads I've been on, and I've lived in Colorado. Of course, all paved riding for me mostly. I did a little bit of adventure riding. I just bought the Tanneray 700, and I was trying to get into adventure riding out there, but I'd never been off-road before, so I really struggled at it. In hindsight, I wish I would have got like a lighter dual sport CRF rally or something like that. KLX 300, Tanneray 700, just too top heavy. But check it out up here, really beautiful. Back there, actually at the top up there, and that maybe oh yeah, right here on the left. There's some Norfolk pines, man. Can you believe that? I've never seen one of those in its natural habitat. But there's a whole row of them back up there. You get up here at elevation, a little bit cooler weather, super humid. You got those Norfolk pines all through there. Really cool. The different plant life and different geology than really I'm used to anywhere I live. Here we go too. Getting really steep. Check this out. It's super steep. Super steep and windy. I mean, crazy. Yeah. Oh, here's a whole bunch of pines here too. Yeah, right through here, a bunch of Norfolk pines all around me. Yeah, really wild, eh? Oh, it's just beautiful though. Yeah, I like this section right through here. It's not going to show up on camera, but this is just ridiculously steep right through here. Oh, it's just nuts. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, so if you're a newer rider, out here and riding around, definitely get to know your machine as much as possible before you head this direction, And kind of the good news, honestly, if you're in Cebu City, you probably won't go this way unless you want to, right? And the reason I say that is because most of the destinations, like Moabol and Oslav and that, to the south and Bataan Island, Camotes are to the north. This is actually a great way to get over Bataan. I'll put a map up You know, this way, while it's a little bit longer to get to Bintayan versus going up the East Coast, you know, it's a much more scenic route, less traffic, you know, on this side going up. But yeah, so most of you guys are riding around coming out of Cebu. Most of you won't be going this way unless you want to take the more scenic route to Bintayan Island. So really love this road though. I mean, just really epic, super beautiful ride. And really, I pretty much got the road to myself, man. It's nice. Yeah, really liking this NX 500. Phenomenal machine for the Philippines. Love it. Really ideal in many ways. Yeah, it's a really perfect, light, agile bike. Kind of get you around town, you know, and you got really decent power to kind of ride around and go, you know, overtake stuff. You got some luggage back here. I'm all decked out, man. I was surprised how much gear I'm carrying. Yeah, a big old 40-liter bag right behind me, and then 2 panniers, and then my top box. So I was able to bring my gear, so I'm really excited. That was nice. Woo! I don't really bring my my point and shoot camera. I got a Fujifilm X-T3, and I haven't shot with that thing since Cinelog, so I'm excited. I got that with me, and got my wide angle lens, so I'm going to try to shoot some stills while I'm out. Kind of traveling around. I brought a lot of food and coffee. I brought my coffee so I can make coffee, and you know, got a pour over machine, or you know, a little plastic pour over deal. I'll show you guys that. You know, just kind of travel out. I mean, you can get coffee and stuff like that. You know, you go to Karen Darren and get a cup of coffee, which it's a fun experience, but you know, those are just so full of sugar. You know, they're cheap, you know, whatever, you know, 20 pesos, 15 pesos for a cup of coffee, the 3-in-1s. And, but it's just so sugary. I'd rather, you know, drink something a little bit better. I'm trying to eat is healthier while I'm traveling and on the road. But just beautiful through here, man. Oh, check it out. When you get in these little view areas where you can kind of look out and around, just breathtaking. I love the riding here. It's so gorgeous. Burning some stuff there. Tree down. Yeah, I mean, so this is the thing, right? You know, you got obstacles. You really, you saw that van earlier pull out in front of me. You got people here crossing the road. You got dogs in the road, branches. You know, so you know, you really gotta. It's a slower pace. You know, I'm going 57 kilometers per hour right now, 56. You know, so it's slower riding for sure. What's the saying? You know, don't outride your brakes, right? So that is one thing I'll say about the Honda ADV 160. Those freaking brakes are super sharp, man. Really sharp. You know, you're stopping on that bike. It's really good. Brakes on this, especially the rear brake in particular, it's pretty dead. All right, well. Yeah, I think I've got a little more steep section coming up. Looks like I'm 50 minutes out from Toledo. First I'll hit Balamban, and then I'll be in Toledo. But I think I'll go ahead and shut the video off here. I don't want to make the video too long, but I will be right back. Be right back. All right, guys. Here in Toledo, made it to the ferry. It's about a 2-hour drive. I stopped a little bit and just kind of stretched and got some water and some fried bananas. And so yeah, I made it to the ferry. A little bit of a different situation here in Toledo, and that's the first time I encountered this, and it kind of opened my eyes up to what I need to be doing differently, and that's always carrying a printed copy of your OR and your CR, and those are the registration documents that you get for your motorcycle. Now, guys, I've been on, I don't even know, probably 20 ferries, Bintayan Island, Camotes, back and forth to Leyte. All of them so far have been just fine with electronic copy that I keep on my phone. I always carry one with me. In this case, I had it conveniently, right there in my top box. But prior to that, there's been times where I didn't have a printed copy. And here in Toledo, What they did is they needed the printed copy, and then on the back of it they stamped it, or the Coast Guard did. So, and I asked them about, is electronic copy okay, and they said no. So just as a heads up on that, it's always a good idea to have a printed copy and always have it pretty accessible when you're traveling around. Like 90% of the time, the electronic copy on my phone has been fine. This is the one time it is not. So anyways, I'm on the ferry. I did upgrade a little bit to the tourist cabin. I believe the cost for, well, everything was 1,520 pesos. So that includes the fees and stuff. Actually, there were a couple more fees. That's the other kind of thing I think I've shared about in some other videos, but I'll bring up now. You get your ticket, but then there's terminal fees, port fees. There's a bunch of other fees that you kind of have to get in other lines to pay. So just kind of a heads up on that. But this part of it was like 1,520 pesos, and I think altogether maybe like 1,600 pesos. The other fees are really minimal. So yeah, 1,600 pesos. I did get an aircon cabin, and that was 40 pesos more for the aircon cabin. But also, I'll give you guys a tour around the boat here in just a minute, especially once we get going. So, but I'm gonna get situated here, so be right back. Hey guys, almost a 2-hour ferry ride and pretty close to St. Croix now. Take a look. There we go. Yeah, getting there. You know, I really like this boat. It was really nice. It's got divided up in a couple of sections up here. You've got an upper section up here that has quite a few cots and beds, and then a lower section down here that also has some cots and bed, and then a little kitchen. So yeah, not too bad, really comfortable. Was able to take a nap, so it felt great. Almost to St. Croix, and I got a 30-minute ride up in the mountains to my hotel. Really excited about the place I'm staying at, so I'll be right back at the hotel. Made it to the hotel room. Man, you guys got to see this. This is really just epic. Check this out. So here's the room. Yeah, 2 small beds. Not too bad though, really. Notice though, there's no air conditioning. Yeah, no air conditioning, but you don't need it. So, well, I don't anyways. Right now it is 78 degrees. I'm actually up in elevation. So yeah, so here's the bathroom. Yeah, really cool. Yeah, not too bad either. It's I think 2,200 pesos a night. And then I'll show you guys, look at this, man. This is just epic. Check this out. Just way up in the mountains here. I mean, look at this, just gorgeous. Here's my porch right here. I got my chair, I can sit in and chill, have some coffee in the morning, and just really, just beautiful scene out here. Yeah, it's so gorgeous. Yeah, I'm liking Negros so far. The ride up to here, amazing. I think a cow just walked by. All right, guys, that is going to be it for this video. I'm absolutely starving, so I'm going to run up and get some food here. But just, I'm seeing, I bet you I can see water out there. It's still really kind of overcast, but anyways, that's it for this video. I'm going to go get some food. We'll catch you on the guys on the next one. Emptying.